Hello everyone, Dr. Nathan Bryan here. Nitric oxide versus inflammation. For years, the scientific and medical community has known that inflammation is the driver of all chronic disease. And where does nitric oxide fit into that process? Well, it's lack of nitric oxide that leads to the inflammation, the uncontrolled chronic inflammation that drives disease. You know, all inflammation isn't bad. Acute inflammatory response is absolutely critical and necessary if we get an infection. If we have an injury, if we cut ourselves, we need that acute inflammatory response to heal and repair tissue, to fight off infections, viral infections, bacterial infections. The problem is when we have chronic inflammation, the uncontrolled chronic inflammation that goes unresolved. And what we're finding is there's an intricate tie, a feed-forward mechanism where nitric oxide decreases inflammation. Inflammation shuts down nitric oxide production. And so if we can't restore nitric oxide production, we get this chronic inflammatory phenotype that drives disease. And several of my patents are on a method of reducing inflammation as measured by the reduction in high-sensitivity C-reactive protein when we give nitric oxide. And those drivers of inflammation are dependent upon adequate nitric oxide production. So everything that drives inflammation is known to shut down and inhibit nitric oxide production. So we have to go a step up. Let's focus on the restoration of nitric oxide, which will then drive down the chronic inflammation and decrease the drivers of chronic disease. So again, if you're inflamed, focus on nitric oxide. What does that mean? Stop using mouthwash, get rid of fluoride, wean off antacids, eat a less inflammatory diet, get rid of sugar, carbohydrates, change your diet, intermittent fasting, moderate physical exercise, throw in some more anti-inflammatory foods, fruits, vegetables high in antioxidants. And then when all else fails, if your body can't make nitric oxide, then that's what we do. Our N101 line of products produce nitric oxide even if your body has lost the ability to make it. But more importantly, we restore the body's ability to produce nitric oxide naturally. Inflammation goes down, circulation improves, blood pressure improves. Your body will thank you for it.